Hello everyone, Laura K. Buzz here. I have spent the better part of the last week playing as much Pokémon Scarlet and Violet as physically possible. I've put about 60 hours in trying to get stuff ready for launch. Today we're going to talk about shiny Pokemon and how you can get shiny Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet. I'm going to address the elephant in the room up top. I don't know a lot of the physical, like, the specific nitty-gritty numbers of shiny hunting in this game yet, because data miners haven't worked that stuff out. But I'll talk about what we do know. Base odds are about 1 in 4,000, the game tells us that. You can get a shiny charm for completing the Pokedex, that's pretty standard. There is a method of breeding eggs to get shiny Pokemon, and there is an overworld encounter method of shiny hunting. And we're going to talk about the egg breeding method and the overworld encounter method any second now. I'm gonna try and show you how they both work as best I can. Now, I'm going to try and keep this video as minimal on spoilers of, like, new Pokemon you haven't seen before as possible. That being said, there's going to be a point when we're doing the overworld stuff where you're going to see some Pokemon you haven't seen before, and you're just going to have to roll with that. Cool? Cool? Right. Let's talk about getting Pokemon eggs. This works basically the same way it worked previously. Instead of the daycare, you now have the picnic. You put 2 Pokemon in your party that you want to breed. You could put more in the party, but, like, then it's going to get confusing who's going to breed with who. So just put 2 Pokemon you want to breed in your party, and start a picnic. Basically, that's it. That's basically all you have to do to start generating eggs. You don't have to, like, run around and to get eggs to generate. You just stand here, and eggs will happen. The Masuda method works, so if you have a foreign language Pokemon as part of the breeding pair, you will have better shiny odds. The other thing that's important to note is, depending on how online you are and how much you've been paying attention to leaks around this game, you may have seen images floating around the internet last week of what appeared to be a glowing basket that made it seem like shiny Pokemon... If an egg was going to have a shiny Pokemon, it would make the egg and the basket glow. That was fabricated. Someone placed their picnic basket cleverly so that a very small, rare Terra-type Pokemon was underneath where the basket was, and it looked like the basket was glowing. Shiny eggs look the same as any other egg. Anyway, let's look inside the basket. There's an egg. Oh, there's something else in the basket. The basket is another egg. Doesn't look like there's any more in the basket. You can have up to 10 eggs in the basket at any one time. Those eggs we collected have just gone to my my boxes. So even though I had empty space in my team, they didn't go to my team. I can't sit running around trying to hatch those eggs now. I have to leave the picnic, go put them in my team if I want to do that. But if you want to make eggs even more likely to happen quickly, what do? We go to the sandwich menu and find a sandwich like this jam sandwich that has egg power as a reward. What is egg power? That's how quickly your Pokemon generate eggs. There might be other factors. I don't know whether, like, the amount of time the Pokemon has spent in your party or its, like, friendliness level might dictate the speed at which it generates eggs. Certain Pokemon definitely produce eggs a lot faster than others, and I'm yet to fully understand what the factors at play are, but I do know this. Make a little jam sandwich with some strawberries in it. Your Pokemon will be ready to procreate for you on demand. That's just how science works. Yeah, here we go. Eat the sandwich. We get egg power level 1. Eggs should appear a little faster than they were before. There we go. 3-star jam sandwich. Egg power. Cool. Yeah. Now we'll check the basket again. There's an egg. There's another egg. That's the basics of it. You just keep checking that basket. You can have up to 10 eggs at a time in there. They all go into your bag. That's it. Done. This is the egg hatching method. You put the eggs in your party, you run around, they hatch, you find out whether they're shiny. Now, let's get onto the weird and elaborate overworld shiny hunting method. So, in order to explain how overworld shiny hunting works in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, I'm gonna have to explain a couple of mechanics, and also some mechanics from other games. We'll start by talking very briefly about Pokemon Legends Arceus and how it handled shiny Pokemon. In that game, shiny Pokemon were visibly their shiny colorations in the overworld. When they spawned in, you would hear a unique sound effect, and if you were looking in the right direction, you'd see a sort of visual cue of some stars sparkling, and that would tell you that's a shiny Pokemon. Scarlet and Violet don't do that. They are visibly shiny in the overworld. Their coloration will be different, but until you physically go and encounter them, you won't get like a little fancy animation or a sound effect to draw your eye to them. This can be a problem for Pokemon whose shiny forms are very similar to their non-shiny forms, like Gengar, for example. So, first of all, we're going to show you how to not accidentally defeat a shiny Pokemon, or how to tell if a Pokemon's shiny or not. This is the Let's Go auto battle mechanic. You press the R button, your Pokemon runs out, goes and beats another Pokemon up. As long as you have type advantage and a level lead, you will win the fight. It's not a problem. That mechanic will not fight shiny Pokemon. If you try and tell your Pokemon to auto battle a shiny Pokemon, they'll shake their head and go, no, won't do it. That's how you tell if a Pokemon is shiny, if you don't recognize its shiny form or it's a really similar one. Then we've got mass outbreaks. I'm not going to show a traditional mass outbreak here, but basically these were introduced in Pokemon Legends Arceus. You would see a little logo on a map, you'd go there, there'd be maybe 30 or so spawns of a single Pokemon that would have increased shiny odds. Once you have reached the post-game of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, mass outbreaks are back. I don't know what they do to the shiny odds, but I do know sometimes you will have mass outbreaks as big as 100 individuals of a species of Pokemon. So, like, let's say you're trying to find a shiny Wiglet, find a mass outbreak, you might get to encounter up to 100 shiny Wiglets back to back. If nothing else, that's gonna help you see, you know, get those dice rolling to try and find your shiny. But let's put those together. Let's put auto battling and mass outbreaks and also sandwiches together, and I'm going to demonstrate to you the shiny hunting method for this game that has the best odds. Okay, so this is the point where I can't guarantee we're not going to get a close look at some new species. In fact, I might go and see a lot of one particular new species. I kind of want a shiny hunt. So let's get the picnic table back out, and let's talk about Herba Mystica. Once you complete the Elite Four, you complete the main story mode of the game, you unlock access to 5-star raid encounters, and one of the very rare potential rewards for these 5-star raids is Herba Mystica. And when I say very rare, I spent basically an entire 24 hours doing 5-star raids, and I found a grand total of, I think, 4 Herba Mystica. You need at least 2 to make a sandwich that's going to do the shiny odds stuff that I need it to do. And you need them to be specific ones in specific combinations to get the right results. This is not a quick method. You have to do a lot of work fighting tough raid battles to luck out and get the ingredients to do this, but I'm going to demonstrate. Thankfully, people online have already been putting together recipes for sandwiches that work. Let me get some basil, is going to be the only actual ingredient in this. And then we're going to put some salty and sweet Herba Mystica in there. And we're going to make this sandwich. And it should give us increased shiny odds for Fire-type Pokemon, increased odds of Pokemon we catch having, like, a unique little title after their name, which is kind of neat, and increase spawn rates for Fire-type Pokemon. Now, different sandwich combinations using different kinds of Herba Mystica and different toppings will ultimately result in different types of Pokemon getting boosted shiny odds and encounter odds. As far as I can tell, there is currently no discovered way to make a sandwich that increases your shiny odds above the across the board. But hey, I want to find a shiny fire type. I'm going to make the shiny fire type sandwich that I've just made. This is a big investment getting the resources for this. And we should see level 3 in a bunch of fire type stats up in the top right in a sec. Let's see. Did I do it right? Sparkling Power Fire, that's our increased shiny odds. Title Power, That increases the odds of things like, I have a Pokemon in my party that when I send it out, it says, Pokemon name, the reliable partner. There's a chance of that happening. And encounter power, which basically means if you go to a place where you know a fire type you want a shiny hunt spawns, go there, they're going to dramatically increase how many spawn there. All of these effects will last for about half an hour, I believe. So, we are going to go find a fire type spawn that is theoretically it's findable very early in the game, and I'm gonna try and shiny hunt it as best I can. Let's go. This is the very first like field in the game, so this is a very early place to be. There shouldn't be anything like too hugely spoilery here, but there's stuff you've not seen in trailers, so you know, up to you. Go away, birds. No. I have more important things to do right now. Like, find shiny Pokemon. Just encountered you. Go. Go. Here we go. This ledge I'm about to cross, you can totally, like, glitch your way over it right at the start of the game. To go exploring a higher level area than you're meant to be able to go to. Right, let me turn this one corner, and hopefully we should find a little fire-type Pokemon up here somewhere. Maybe the next little ledge up. Somewhere around here. Once I find one, oh, here we go. This is the thing I want to shiny hunt. This little fire fella. And how are we going to shiny hunt it? By knocking out every single one we see with auto battles and watching for one refusing to be defeated. I don't know whether I'm going to show this whole shiny hunt. It depends how long it goes, but this is 14 minutes. I'll have a rough idea. Well, I'll mention at the end of this how long this hunt takes of the half an hour we've got these boosted shiny odds. One of the reasons I've picked this Pokemon to shiny hunt is because its shiny form is one of those shiny forms that's so difficult to see at a glance is shiny. Let me see if I can get a good look at one of these up close. You see these little red eyes? These little eyes it's got? Yeah, on the shiny those are blue. Otherwise it's identical. I'm looking for tiny blue eyes. Really hard to spot. But this is where the let's go mechanic comes in, is I can just knock out as many of these as possible, and my Golduck will say, hey, no, not going to beat that one up. That one's special, and then I'll know, and then I'll have a shiny. In theory. I'm recording this as I go. I have no idea if I will or will not find a shiny in this. I know in theory this is the method, and I've heard that the shiny odds doing this are better than the shiny odds were in Legends Arceus mass encounters, which feels hard to believe, but also it had better be the case, because goodness, the amount of legwork required to get one shot at this, to do one fancy sandwich and have one good raid. Yeah, that's... The shiny odds had better be good. Yeah, particularly it's hard to see the eyes when there's, like, grass in the way, for example. Yeah, some of the mass outbreaks in this, I've seen, like, not based on, like, the fancy sandwiches, but just a regular mass outbreak. I've seen mass outbreaks go as high as, like, nearly 100 of a single species. It's... Even without boosted shiny odds, that would still be a really good way of trying to find a shiny of a specific species. Being able to guarantee that many encounters of the same one thing. Looking for little blue eyes. I'm looking. Oh! Have you got blue eyes? Is it you? Are you the shiny? Oh! Oh! Golduck won't attack that one in front of me. Oh shit! That took like 3 minutes. That blue one in the background is a shiny. Ah! Ah! I didn't expect this to work so well. Okay, I'm putting the whole thing in. That was 3 minutes. We've still got like most of this half hour of boosted shiny odds. I'm not going to show you the whole half hour. I found one shiny in this batch. I'm going to try and find more shinies of this Pokemon because it evolves into multiple different forms, and I would like shinies of it and its... If I could find 3 of these, I could have it and its 2 evolutionary forms. That'd be great. Look at that! We didn't get anything to tell us it was shiny in advance, but that's a shiny Pokemon right there that we got by following the method. Just go do a bunch of 5-star raids, get the sandwich ingredients, look up the big chart that says, hey, this is how you make the sandwich you're trying to make, for the type of Pokemon you want to have a big encounter of. Find a place where, like, save before you make the big sandwich, and, like, test making the big sandwich and then running around trying to find a place that spawns the thing you want. That's kind of what I did here. I ran around until I found this and then, like, reset my save. I don't have autosave on, I have manual saves, so that next time I could just come straight here and encounter just the thing I was looking for. Come on, stay in the ball. Oh, you know what I should have demonstrated? You know what? I'm going to keep this run going. I'm going to try and find one more shiny in this batch. Because I haven't demonstrated that shiny Pokemon in this persist through saves. If you see a shiny Pokemon, what you should be doing, and I need to get back into the habit of it, I did this a lot with Legends Arceus, is if you see a shiny Pokemon, if autosaves are turned off, just make a manual save in front of it. If you accidentally knock it out, or scare it away, or it runs, or whatever, you can reset your game, and it will still be there when the game resets. You can't, unlike Legends Arceus, you can't go miles away and then come back. Physical distance will cause it to respawn, but if you save near it, it will be shiny. Gosh, can I just... Oh, you're in my party, aren't you? Oh, don't look at spoilery Pokemon. Let's just look at the summary here. Look at my little shiny. Look at my little lad. I found a little lad tonight. Okay, let's see if we can find it. If I can find 3 shinies of these, that's going to be enough for me to get my my 3 living deck spots. I really wasn't sold on shiny hunting in this initially. And granted, the amount of 5-star raid encounters needed to get one of these moments going is, like, it's a lot, but as someone who shiny hunts on stream sometimes, I really like the thought of I will do a bunch of raids off stream, or do a stream where I'm just, like, doing raids online with people, and then have, like, have a stream where I say in advance, like, this is the one where we cash in the sandwich ingredients. This is the one where we go hunting. Like, have streams that are about going to get the sandwich ingredients in the raids, and then have other streams that are just, okay, sandwich time. We're eating the sandwiches and we're finding our little shinies. Right, I'm looking out for those blue eyes, because I spotted the blue eyes. The blue eyes weren't actually that hard to spot. The biggest problem is if the Pokemon are all looking away, I'm not going to be able to see them. Come on, turn to me so I can see your eyes. There we go. But we got proof. We got proof on camera. I'd seen this happen before. I'd been unable to get video footage of it happening, and it's so reassuring because it's so good to be able to look at it myself and point it and go, see, it's safe, it's fine, auto battle everything. Oh, this was such a successful shiny hunting video. Look at us go. Ah, come on, can I might skip, now that I found that first one, I might skip around in the edit just until the other ones show up, so you might not see the whole hunt, but I'll give you a sense of, like, how long it was from the start of the hunt to say shiny number 2 and shiny number 3. Okay, we're like 2/3 of the way through the time. We got that first one real quick, and we've had a little bit of a spell now. We may only get the one, possibly. Unclear at this time. I'm still crossing my fingers we can get two. Because in a perfect world, like, if I could get the base form and one of the evolutions tonight, that would be a really nice start to my shiny collection for this gen. Ooh, 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 shiny number 2, shiny number 2. I see it. I see it. Didn't even have to test it with the Golduck there. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. It's been 20 minutes from when we got up here. Plus another 2 minutes it took us to travel here. I reckon we've got 8 minutes to find a third shiny before our big shiny odds runs out. Come on. Give me one more. One more. I could get 3. If that one sandwich got me enough increased shiny odds for long enough and enough increased spawns to get all of the shinies I need for a family of a shiny Pokemon in my living shiny decks, that's ridiculous. This new method is great. Oh, I really like this. Oh, and imagine doing this in co-op and having other people to be like, hey, can you help? Can you help me just like weed through all the you could knock these out so much faster with a few other people helping, cycling through so many more in that same half hour. Oh yeah, I shouldn't be eating these sandwiches alone. I should, at the very least, my traveling companions could also go shiny hunting and oh. Yeah, right now I've had that sandwich, and just me, I have received the gift of get some better shiny odds. But yeah, I could have other people in with me on a co-op run, and we all go to different locations maybe, so we're not fighting over the same pool of shinies. And we all enjoy this level of increased shiny odds for one type of Pokemon. Then we come back and pull together at the end and go, oh, do that. Or even just come to one area together and agree to, like, split the shinies at the end or something. Oh, this has potential. Okay, I reckon I've got about 5 minutes left. Third one seems unreasonable, but what I can do is I will evolve one of these 2 shinies, at the very least before this is done, so that you can see why I'm trying to collect multiples. We can have a you can tune off right before the end if you don't want to see the other shiny form, but well, come on, one more. Shiny Hunter Alana has just subscribed. What a coincidence that is, looking at my screen. That is someone who's just subscribed on YouTube who probably will enjoy this video when it goes up like 12 hours from now. Oh, I forgot to save in front of the shiny again, didn't I? I was going to do that for the second one. Just take my word for it. You can save in front of a shiny manually and it'll still be there when you reload the save. You're just going to have to take my word on that one. Oh yeah, we're starting to get spawns of things that aren't the fire types. This might be our last couple of them. Yeah, I'm seeing Alterias spawning again now. There's not a shiny out here now. Gonna be settling on 2. I mean, 2 shinies in the space of half an hour is still, well, I'm gonna go teleport somewhere that I can go claim a resource that'll let me evolve one of those Pokemon into its other shiny form, and then we'll finish up this video. Okay, here we go. Let's do it. Let's see our nice little shiny evolve into its other form. don't know what the shiny for its evolution looks like. Okay, so it looks like the base form but with blue eyes. Cool. Again, I'll take it. That's some cool eyes going on. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. I hope you've enjoyed learning about shiny hunting. This was a pretty successful demonstration hunt. Do as I've done. Have fun with your shiny hunts. Bye.